Good evening, this is GCN English News Edition and you're watching with me, Ninghui Kim Kong Sai. First, the headlines. Nagaland group decides to boycott Lok Sabha elections over separate administration. Kuki bodies condemn sealing offices of Kuki in Cedar Hills and KSO Cedar Hills. Christians under attack by power of darkness in Manipur, North India, claim Kerala bishops. News in detail. The Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, ENPO, demanding a separate administration or state comprising 6 districts of Nagaland, remained adamant to its decision not to take part in the elections to the lone Lok Sabha seat in Nagaland until its demand is fulfilled by the center. As per NDTV, after holding a marathon cluster coordinations meeting with 20 MLAs and various other organizations in Tuansang on Thursday, the EMPO leaders once again on Friday announced to boycott the April 19 parliamentary elections in the state. The Eastern Nagaland Legislatures Union, comprising 20 MLAs, earlier requested the EMPO to reconsider its decision. The public emergency, which began on March 8 in the eastern part of Nagaland, would continue. During the public emergency, the EMPO, the apex body of 7 Naga tribes of the region, and its frontal organizations are not allowing any elections campaign. The EMPO, the top Naga body in the 6 districts and its associated organizations in support of its separate state demand, gave a call to boycott last year's assembly polls, February 27, but later withdrew it following an assurance from Union Home Minister Amit Shah. The Union Home Ministry, responding to the EMPO's demand, last year formed a 3-member committee headed by advisor Northeast A.K. Misra to study their demand, and the panel visited Nagaland several times and talked with all sides. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio recently said that the state government has already recommended to the center that an autonomous region be set up for the people belonging to the eastern region. The Kuki MP Manipur, Kuki MP Churachampur, Kuki MP Cedar Hills, Kuki MP Ukhrul, Kuki MP Chandil, Kuki Students Organization Cedar Hills in the strongest term condemned the incident where some individuals from Cedar Hills named themselves as the Border Defense Force sealed the offices of Kuki MP Cedar Hills, KISH, and Kuki Students Organization Cedar Hills. On the intervening night of 28 March 2024, some unidentified armed men forcefully broke into the residences of Kuki MP Cedar Hills President Thengminlal Kipgen and Kuki MP Cedar Hills Vice President Admin Douminlal Haukip and vandalized their properties, which is strongly condemned by the Kuki civil bodies, said in their press releases. Sealing the offices of Kuki MP Cedar Hills and KSO is considered an insult to the whole community and warned the perpetrators to identify themselves and reopen the sealed offices before 30 March Saturday, 11 a.m. Failing which action will be initiated as per customary law of the Kuki. They should also apologize to the Kuki MP Cedar Hills and KSO Cedar Hills for their unscrupulous behavior. If the Border Defense Force failed to identify themselves before the stipulated time, the KNO-UPF is entrusted to investigate the matter. And if the Border Defense Force was formed under the acknowledgement of KNO-UPF, then they shall be brought to the Kuki MP. In case the Border Defense Force was formed without knowledge and consent of KNO-UPF, these groups shall be abolished, aided the released. A one-day national seminar on the theme Netaji's INA and the Northeast during World War II was organized at Conference Hall, Lamka College under Department of History, Lamka College today. The seminar was sponsored by Indian Council of Historical Research, New Delhi, where it was divided into 4 sessions. Jinglia Moy, coordinator IQAC Lamka College, took part as a reporter. Thang Byak Sang, Department of Education. Lamka College performed the inaugurations of the first session. Dr. Song Thang Ho Kip, seminar coordinator, delivered his keynote address and thereof began the first academic sessions of the seminar. Dr. Pauline Thang Kong Sai, Department of Political Science, Raebarn College, was the chairman of the first session. Professor retired Laldena, Department of History, Manipur University, was the chairman of second academic session. As the resource person, Professor retired Laldena spoke on INA movement in Tuitaphay, Kuga Valley, 1944, based on eyewitness account and oral sources. Professor S. Irene spoke on INA-Japanese relations, and MD Rafijuddin Sar spoke in length about Captain Naki Ahmed Chowdhury, unsung INA veteran. Professor Zhang Kumang spoke about tribal freedom fighters in INA movement Manipur case. Dr. Son Tang spoke about how important was info to Netaji during World War II. The seminar was also extended by Lamka College principal retired T. Onzagent, World War II veterans, academicians within Lamka, scholars, and other personalities. T. Jingzamant, Principal Lamka College, delivered his valedictory speech, followed by distributions of certificate took place. Kamkutin Seto Thang, Head of Department of History, Lamka College, delivered vote of thanks and hence concluded the seminar. Prominent bishops in Kerala mentioned attacks against the Christian community in Manipur and elsewhere in North India from Power of Darkness in their Good Friday messages. The messages come at a time when the BJP is trying to win over Christian voters in Kerala with various outreach programs and ahead of upcoming Lok Sabha elections. As per the Indian Express, Christians in Manipur and elsewhere in North India are facing brutal assault from the Power of Darkness. There has been no effective interventions on the part of the authorities. It is high time we adopted a stand against the forces of evil. We should make use of the opportunity to express our opinion, said Archbishop Thomas J. Netto, head of the Thiruvananthapuram Latin Catholic Archdiocese, in his message delivered at the Cathedral Church in Kerala's capital city. The Archbishop also mentioned the Citizenship Amendment Act, referring to it as an attempt to cultivate a narrow religion-based approach. All Christian churches should stand united to acquire the strength for survival. Standing united is essential to protect the rights of religious minorities enshrined in the Constitution, he said. Similarly, Mar Thomas Thariyil, Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Shaganesari, said in his message that minorities should be able to live in the country within fear. If the weakest person in the country is living under fear, that should be seen as the failure of that entire nation, he said. The BJP has been making attempts to win over Christians in Kerala, taking up initiatives such as a plan to visit all Christian households in the state. The Thiruvananthapuram Latin Catholic Archdiocese, headed by Archbishop Netto, has a significant presence in Thiruvananthapuram Lok Sabha constituency, where the BJP has fielded Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar as its candidate. The Latin Catholic community in the constituency largely comprises fisher folk. Last week also, in a circular to be read out in all churches under his archdiocese, Archbishop Netto has raised concern about attacks on minorities. Incidentally, the Manipur government's order on Wednesday to declare Easter Sunday a working day in the state, which has a significant Christian population, has created a furor in Kerala politics. The Congress in Kerala used the decision to mount a broadside on the BJP, which is in power in Manipur. Following backlash from Kerala and from Manipur itself, the order was modified on Thursday to make only Saturday, March 30, a working day, while Easter Sunday will be a holiday. President Draupadi Murmu will present the Bharat Ratna Awards at Rashtrapati Bhavan on Saturday, March 30, 2024. As per news on air, former Prime Ministers Chaudhary Charan Singh and P.V. Narasimha Rao, former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur and eminent scientist M.S. Swaminathan will be given Bharat Ratna posthumously. President Draupadi Murmu will also confer the Bharat Ratna, the country's highest civilian honor, on veteran politician Lal Krishna Advani on Sunday. Sources from the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP said. Sources say that President Murmu will pay a visit to senior BJP leader L.K. Advani's residence and confer him with the prestigious award. This was decided keeping in view the ailing health of L.K. Advani, they added. The Manipur government told the Delhi High Court on Thursday that it will not arrange for transportation facility to take students from hill districts to UPSC civil service exam centers, which are outside the state. Manipur government said that vehicles transporting a bunch of students could be a potential target, and it would be a safer option for the students to arrange for transport and accommodations on their own, and the government will provide reimbursement. The submissions were made in response to a public interest litigations (PIL) petitions filed by an organization, Zomi Students Federation, seeking directions to the government to provide facilities and security arrangements to candidates to travel to UPSC exam centers outside the state. A division bench of acting Chief Justice Manmohan and Justice Manmeet Pritam Singh Arora accepted the arguments made by the state. The court noted that the state government will give financial assistance to the students of the hill districts of Manipur who had earlier opted for Imphal as their exam center but now wanted to go outside the state for exams. Transporting 30 to 40 students together in a convoy will create a security situation. We will provide monetary assistance to students who are opting for centers outside the state, Manipur government's counsel told the bench. The court accepted the submission and observed that, considering the security situation in the Hill District, the government's assessment of the security situation should be appreciated. Let us be clear on this. The state as custodian will have to take a decision, and we will have to have some confidence in the state. We must accept their call on security measures. Let us not superimpose our judgment on it. Let us leave it to the people on the ground. They know when one becomes a target. They will provide assistance, and I think that should be enough, the court remarked. The Union Public Service Commission's UPSC told the court on Thursday that candidates from the hill districts of Manipur who opted for Imphal as examination centers will be given the option to choose Aizawl, Kohima, Dispur, Jorhat, Kolkata, and Delhi as their exam centers. And the UPSC portal will be reopened from April 8 to April 19 for this purpose. UPSC also assured the court that it will share the details like application number, mobile number, and email IDs of the candidates from the hill districts of the state with the Manipur government. The court was then sought later by Manipur Chief Secretary stating that the state will provide monetary assistance to the candidates. The Manipur government said that if the students were to be transported by the government and with a convoy, it will be security risks, and the students should therefore arrange the transportation and accommodations on their own. The bench accepted the stand and disposed of the PIL. It is clarified that the petitioner federation shall be at liberty to approach this court for variations or modifications or clarifications of the present order by filing and appropriate applications, the court added. Advocates Mod Nizamuddin Pasha, Sidrak Kausik, Zon Simti, Ayusi Misra, and Ramhang Thang Sauti appear for the petitioner organization. Advocates Ravinder Agarwal and Lekhraj Singh represented UPSC. Union of India was represented through Central Government Standing Council Apurvi Kurup, as well as advocates Gurjat Singh Noral, Nidhi Mittal, Akhil Hasiza, Gauri Goburdant, and Anchal Dubey. State of Manipur was represented through advocates Purkambam Ramesh Kumar, Piyush Beriwal, and Nikhil Kumar Chaubey. Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Inspector General Assam Rifles South, conducted mega medical camp in collaborations with Bethesda Kanku Foundation, Do Good to All, and supported by District Health Society and ITLF Medical Cell at Agape High School, Sangaikot Village, Churachandpur District on 30 March 2024. In continuation to the Assam Rifles endeavor to spread compassion, enhance mutual trust, harmony, and peaceful association with the local populace, the medical camp was an endeavor to reach the population of Sangaikot and surrounding villages, ensuring a healthy environment and fulfill the healthcare aspirations of underprivileged inhabitants of remote villages and IDPs during the ongoing crisis in Manipur. A total of 602 villagers, including 137 men, 177 women, and 288 children from Sangaikot and surrounding villages, received free consultant medicines and dental care during the camp. Commandant Dr. Lamintang Singson, CMO 36 Assam Rifle Assistant Commandant Sri Rakzi Krishna, ARMO 36 Assam Rifle, Dr. C. Tombing, MD Pediatrics, DH Churachandpur, Dr. Kim Thiam Muang, MD Gynecology, DH Colonel CCP, Dr. Thon Swamung, MD PMR, DH Churachandpur, Dr. Say Mintang, MS Surgery, DH Churachandpur, Dr. Harry, Medical Doctor. Intern doctors are Dr. Chingboy, Dr. Chingte, Dr. Hannah, Dr. Priscilla. Nurses and paramedical staffs of ITLF Medical Cell were involved in the med camp. Special focus was given on educating the villagers about hygiene, sanitation, prompt diagnosis of prevailing lifestyle diseases and contagious diseases, followed by the ways to prevent them. Brigadier Michael D. Souza, Commander HQ 27 Sector, AR, Colonel SS Jasrostia, Commandant 36 Assam Rifle, and Reverend Dr. Zay Lamboy, Managing Director, Bethesda Kanku Foundation, inspected the conduct of the medical camp. Ahead of the elections, the central government has announced a 3 to 10% increase in the wage rate of MG and REGA workers in nominal terms for the financial year 2024 to 25. The increase is similar to the hike announced for the current financial year. The new wage rates will come into force from April 1st, 2024, said the Business Standard. The notification was issued today. In terms of percentage increases, wage rates in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand have seen the lowest 3% increase in 2024 to 25, as compared to 2023 to 24, while that of Goa will see the highest increase of 10.6%. The notification issued late night sought. Sources said the Rural Development Ministry has sought permission from the Elections Commission to notify the wage rates as the Model Code of Conduct is enforced across the country for the general elections. It is notified that the wages after obtaining the clearance as the revisions is a routine exercise. The last revision in MZ and REGA wages was notified on March 24, 2023. The increase in the wages at the time for different states varied from 2% to 10%. Karnataka, Goa, Meghalaya, and Manipur were among the states which resisted the lowest percentage increase in wages. Rajasthan has resisted the highest percentage increase in the MNREGA wages. The revised rate for Rajasthan was rupees 255 against rupees 231 in 2022. Bihar and Jharkhand came second in terms of percentage increase in wages, with the rates being hiked by around 8% compared to 2022. In 2022, the wages of an NREGA worker in these two states was rupees 210, which was increased to rupees 228 in 2023. In a report tabled in the Parliament earlier this year, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Rural Development and Panchayati Raj have pointed out the high range of variations in MG and REGA's wages across states, and had also said that the wages were inadequate and not in consonance with the rising cost of living. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.